When Kentucky voters get to the bottom of their ballot this year, they will be asked to vote in favor or against Amendment 2. Bubbling in no means the state constitution will remain the same, meaning no public funds will be used for students outside of public schools. Bubbling in yes does not immediately create policy, but does give Kentucky lawmakers the ability to pass legislation allowing public tax dollars to be used for the education cost of students outside of public schools.
Every single child matters in Kentucky.
Jesse Green with the Family Foundation will be bubbling in yes and encourages others to do the same.
If someone wants to go to a private school and that's going to set their kids up for the best success, we believe that they should be able to send their kids to private school regardless of their financial means.
Green also says the current public education system is not doing a good enough job to educate students.
A lot of families are concerned and they feel like their concerns are ignored by the school boards, by the Kentucky Department of Education, and so I think we have a broader accountability issue.
On the other side of the debate, some groups say this amendment will be harmful to public schools. Protect Our Schools Kentucky lists a number of reasons on their website to vote no. The group believes the amendment could create voucher programs that give money to private schools, which are not subject to the same oversight as public schools. They also say voucher programs will cause budget issues and could harm rural public schools. In the heat of a campaign season, there are many issues and candidates to debate over. One of those issues is specific to Lexington and its parks and could cost property owners more in taxes. On the ballot this year for Lexington residents is the Park Fund program. If voters approve, the program would add a 2.25-cent tax to every $100 of assessed property value. The funds from that tax would be used for improvements at the city's existing parks.
Parks are, to me, an essential combination with all the other stuff that we do in the city.
The property tax would cost the average property owner around $50 a year, leading to around $8 million in funds annually. Michael Potapov with Trees Lexington believes the parks desperately need that money.
So over time, we've not been able to invest in these upgrades as a city. As a result, there's over $120 million in these deferred capital projects.
But others are not so happy about the tax and warn the initiative could actually hurt the parks. Paul Oliva lives just down the road from Veterans Park.
They're trying to play catch up a little bit for the neglect of the past 10 years, but they're also a little bit out of touch.
He says he doesn't have to look far to begin worrying about the referendum passing.
My concern is that the situation with this park, and you can see, the dead trees here, 100 were planted. I'd say 40 to 50% died.
He points out the parks aren't getting the care they need and won't through this fund program because the money can only be used for capital projects, not upkeep cost, meaning maintenance could either fall behind or more funds could be taken from other city programs.
When they need money for something, services for the poor tend to be the first thing they cut. So I'm worried that's going to be the case here.
In Lexington, I'm Edward Smith for Wildcat News.